So today we have Vishnu Prasad Barak with us. So Vishnu cleared PMP with all above target. Vishnu joined us in the one-to-one program few weeks back, and yesterday he cleared PMP exam with all above target. And what a journey it has been. Like I still remember I even wrote in the post Vishnu that Vishnu used to get up very early in the morning and like
Yes.
4 a.m., 5 a.m. and to do the questions and used to give me feedback. So hard work really pays off. Consistency really pays off. If you know what is your direction and you move towards it, Vishnu, that really pays off. So well done, my friend. Congratulations. So Vishnu, today is
Thank you, sir.
your day. The mic belongs to you. Share your journey the way you like. Go ahead.
First of all, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It's the thanking is not the word actually proper word, because even yesterday also I told I could not find the proper word to express how to express my gratitude towards you, like what you have done. Like it's like miracle, because when I joined your course, I was not able to know about PMP. What is PMP? Like I have not never tried also before. I have seen many journey videos. They have been trying for 1 year, 2 years, like that. But just recently, I just thought of doing PMP because I just want to know all those processes and management things, because I was into core construction, like core my discipline, mechanical discipline. So I was not involved in management things, so I just want to review all those things to throughout the net. Suddenly, sorry, I just forgot to say thank you to Mr. Deepak Khurana, because he has the pathfinder for this, so he has shown me the path towards you. So like immediately I think when he told if you want to buy something, like the same thing, I didn't share that thing to you. He told me, I told, sir, actually, I find some of the online courses like 20,000 INR, 25,000 INR, like this. He told, okay, no issue. You can go for that, but it depends upon you, means what to choose. Like, if you want to go for a product like less price product, and of buying for 3 4 times, and or else you can want to buy a priceless, like it's a good product one time. It's your choice.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I told okay blindly, because I know him. So I told okay. So I didn't see your videos, nothing. I have not done anything. Blindly, it's just a blind faith, and it was payoff. Like uh, it's everything. Today I can say like what the decision was like 120 200% right. So like
Thank
what
you.
I'm saying,
Thank
like
you.
you are a machine. It's like a machine. Like a few of my friends from last 2 days, no, from last day, I got a lot of calls. They're asking what you have done. Like people are trying for the second attempt, maybe for that working for 1 year like this, and you have just quickly, you just cleared it. I told I have a machine. I have a PMP making machine is there. You can put a layman into this, and output will be a PMP. So Amir Ali is the PMP making machine. So they're asking where do you find him. I told it's Amir Ali. You can search. There is no location, nothing. It's because whenever you talk with him, you can find, you don't know from where he is. No need to know him. Just a face, just a person. That's it. He's a machine. He's a magician. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Vishnu. You put at me at high, very high regard. And as he's saying, yes, we have a process. Inputs, I like, let me put it in the terms of PMP, or even let me put in the layman terms. There are inputs, there are tools and technique, there are output. Input is your hard work. Input is your hard work. Then tools and techniques, that's mine, whatever I do. Then output is PMP. So Vishnu, without input, tools and technique has zero value. Without your determination. You see, You traveled like 7 hours to give the exam in center, right?
Yeah, it's 8 hours, 8 hours.
Eight hours, and and you traveled 8 hours to give the exam. And even before that, I asked you, can we do some questions, because his exam was on Tuesday, and he traveled
Yes,
on Monday. So we did
yes.
question
I
on
did
Sunday.
60, 60, 30.
Yes.
Yes.
So I asked him, can we do that on Monday also? He said, sir, not possible. I have to leave by 10. I said, okay, you have to leave by 10, but can we do it little bit? Now that was my tool and technique, pushing him not to get away from the material so much. But it was his input. He said, in a beautiful way, yes, sir, I'll wake up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and I'll do it. Now that's that
And
dedication we are looking for.
and the main thing actually is the same thing. I didn't told you the exact thing. When I finished the exam, I got 78.9, means like almost 79%. Is the first time.
In
The
the
Monday,
on
Monday.
Monday mock. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. So that was
We
just lift up my confidence like anything.
Yeah, that's a great thing. That's a great booster. Okay, we'll come to the detail. Sam is asking, is it worth to travel 8 hours from the center for the center, or taking home can be option? Because Sam also lives in Japan, so he basically need to understand this. He needs to travel or not. What are your recommendation, Vishnu?
Uh, I think that center will be always a good idea. It's the best idea, I think, because there is nothing to do to you, because all these responsibilities on their head, so they can do everything. So it's a safer place, I think. And what I'm saying, like 8 hours, 10 hours, it's always worth if you are under him.
But let me put it one thing very important in the context. The same thing we did with the bio, and same thing with Vishnu, and same thing I am doing with other students. This is very important. If your center is 2 hours away, same thing actually we did with Vandana. We started doing this with Vandana. If your center is more than 3 hours drive away, go at least one day before. Vishnu exam was on Tuesday. He could have gone on like Monday night and travel. No, 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 no. He went on Monday morning so that he reached there at 7 or 8 p.m. Then he went to check the center, and he basically took the center that was very near to the he took the hotel that was very near to the center, so that he can remove that uncertainty. So Hassan, for you and for everyone else who is going to the center that is more than 3 hours or 2 hours away, I highly recommend that go one day before and check your center. This is very, very important to check your center. Why I keep on saying that I recommend that you check your center? The reason being, when you go there, now there is no uncertainty. You know that what kind of center is there, where is there, the exact location is there. Now you are mentally prepared only for exam. And even when you go for exam, the PMI recommendation is that you must reach 30 minutes. I recommend you must reach 1 hour before, so that you can relax yourself. Exam day is only mind game. You are already prepared for pass or fail or whatever. That's a secondary thing, but it's a mind game. If your mind is not satisfied, not, so you need to do these small things. Check the center before, that can help you out. Okay, and Vishnu, let's talk about your preparation. So, have you read any book?
I've
Huh?
started Rita for maybe 15 minutes. I've started
No?
Rita for 15 minutes. Then I told you I've started Rita, and suddenly I stopped it.
Yeah. So if we have started Rita, we would have take 2 more years to complete
Two
the
more years.
Rita.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is important. I have
So
nothing against Rita. I have nothing against any book. If you like to read the book, go ahead, be my guest.
now
But
I will read. Now I'll
yeah,
read.
yeah, now I recommend. I highly recommend. You
Yes.
must read actually seventh edition PEM book. That's a very beautiful book. So I highly recommend that you read seventh book PMI Agile Guide. Go through them. just to get the understanding
Yes.
how things are. And now it will make more sense. You will, you see, when you are reading to get marks, you read in a speed. When you are reading
Yes.
to get understanding,
To gather
you read in a
knowledge.
depth. Yes, yes. For
Yes.
example,
Now we
I'm
will do
reading
the
this.
brainstorming, proper
Yeah,
brainstorming.
yeah. I'm reading this book. It's like taking a good time. I'm implementing what Jay Shetty is saying. Okay, like he's saying things like that, how to do meditation, what are written in Vedas, and how he put it in Sanskrit, and how you can do that. So I am trying to learn that how I can use it in norm for me. And then I'm reading other books and also following that. Then there's a book like Blue Ocean Shift, how to implement business in your way. Similarly, the Pembroke Guide 7th edition or Agile Guide. Okay, when you read these books to get the information, that becomes an important thing. But for exam preparation, I strongly recommend no. No, you don't
When
need to. Yeah, you don't need to read those books. You can clear the exam by going through material. Okay, Vishnu, let's talk about what happened there. I never talked about that thing. You were doing a great when you were solving 50-50 questions. But suddenly when you reached to the 180 questions, like suddenly score went down.
it was
Vishnu was
it
getting
was reduced.
65. What happened
Not
there?
65. It was started from 55. 55
55.
continuously 55. Like when I got 61, I was the happiest person at that time. Oh, at least I got 60. Then suddenly it was come to 55. Like for the long time for the mocks, like I think I have done all your prepcast mock, your sorry, it's all prepcast mock, all Udemy mocks, Yasin mock, Ramdale mock. So it's like
Who did?
all of you what you've
Actually,
given.
Vishnu, like yeah, Madhavan today cleared. Madhavan only did my 6 mock of Udemy, nothing else, nothing else. It
Maybe
all
that could have
depends.
been given first. That could have been given earlier, I think, because that was given at the last.
Actually, I
But
haven't made it. I haven't made it at that time. I made it in
yes,
this month. I made them
yes,
like those mocks are new mocks. I made them in this month. How can I have given you it earlier? If I haven't made anything, how can I have given you? But those mocks are proven very useful. Like
yes.
for Santosh, for everyone is giving a great feedback for those mocks.
Yeah,
But
I
the
don't
thing is
know.
that what why I gave
Sorry.
you. Yes, why I gave you Andrew Ramjal, why I gave you Wagde, why I gave you Prepcast. The reason was that you are not getting good score. You are not getting good score. And in my mocks, in the last mock, you got 71, I guess. When I said, okay,
Yes,
now booking the exam, change our score. Like
yes,
even we booked
yes.
the exam, even we booked the exam when even we were not passing that score. I said, what I said to you when we are going to book the exam,
हर रिस्क है तो इसका है.
risk है
So
तो इश्क है. Yes.
so we should take the
So
risk.
we should take that because I know that there was like you are having problems, and when you review the questions, you used to say me there is not even a single topic I didn't know, right? There was
Yes.
not a single topic you didn't know. So that's very important. Here comes your mentor, Deepak. So Vishnu was mentioning you several times that you were the pathfinder, or you are the one who basically led him to me, and which led to the his success. So a lot of congratulations goes to you, Deepak. Okay, let's come to the now. You have done a lot of mocks. Isam is asking which mocks did you find more closer to the exam? Now I know that Prepcast
Hasim,
framework of 60-60 questions seems a good thing. We are looking for the questions. Which questions were more relevant to the exam?
uh, Hasim, I don't know whether this forum is the right forum or not, but it's the word is the more closer. I can say it's the most closer, and I can say exact match. Like when I saw some questions from Udemy, I found I was doing the Udemy mock there.
My
The
Udemy mock.
questions,
Yeah,
yes,
awesome.
like
Awesome.
same
Awesome. Awesome.
same questions, and So you cannot believe same options.
Ah, Vishnu, what may have happened? Let me share you something. The question would have been different. The question would have been different, but the context would have been
Theme.
same. So you
Yes.
s- since you have done so many questions for you, it seems like it is exact question. So the
Same. Exactly
context,
same. Maybe.
how can you? Of course, you cannot remember the entire question. So that was
Yes.
an awesome thing.
Like
Okay,
I can say Prepcast and Udemy mocks. These both mocks you will find the same similar. Like you, if you are not in the exam, if you think that you are not in the exam, then you will be thinking like just your normal mocks. So Prepcast and the Udemy, these both are like exactly the question was same, similar, and I can say it was a little bit easier.
it
The
was
question which was come was little bit easier, but as Amir sir told, but you told me sir like 60 60 60 you make it is 80 80 70. So like the first one I make it in 72 minutes. The second one is also like 73 74. So why I did that? Because the first two sessions are very easy. So I thought, okay, I am through. The last session will be also easy. But the last session was very difficult with like three liners, four liners questions, and each and every questions I am mentioning. All the 60 questions are like three liners and four liners. So the
so
last
your
60 minutes, I
last
was
section
having
was
yes,
last section was the most difficult one. So even the formula
yes,
that you must have 70 minutes for the last section, even the section become more difficult, it helps you, right?
yes.
That is
When
that
for the last one, I think I was having around 80 80 minutes because 3 minutes 4 minutes from the last two sections was left. So it was helpful, but the last session I was pinching myself lot many times as you told, because as the exam goes on to the last session, I started feeling, oh, this I don't know what will happen.
okay, okay, okay. That's a very important thing to understand. That's a very important thing how you worked on this way. Like last section becomes the most important. Okay, so the exam was more towards predictive or agile.
Agile like I can remember like while giving exam, no, uh, after two sections I thought, okay, if I will clear, then I will be appeared for this review with you. So if you will ask me about questions, should I remember these questions? So in the middle of the exam, I was keep on thinking on this. So, so I can remember like four to five questions are directly to the predictive, and the rest are agile.
Rest for agile. So
So
even in the exam, you were
yes,
thinking that you could go for the second attempt. So did you pinch yourself? I ask you to when you get thoughts like that, pinch yourself. Did you pinch?
as I mentioned in the first two sessions, I was comfortable. I thought, yes, I have done. I will clear. But the last session, I told you, after each and every 10 minutes, I used to pinch myself
Okay, you used
because
to
the
pinch
last session
yourself.
was very difficult. So I was tensed actually.
Okay, so you did deep breathing exercise in the
So the
first and second
everything
breath.
as you told, like as I remembered, I did like 50, 60 times. Like when for the 15 minutes before the exam, and
That is too much.
during the break, even during the exam also. And the last session was full of breathing. And few of like nearby me, some people, some students were giving the exam for GMAT. So they're looking at me. What is this guy is doing? Is he doing yoga or is giving the exam?
So we
So
don't
actually,
care
that was
as
really helpful. That was
yeah.
I think like, because I have done this. I have done this before because I was affected of corona before, like 1 year before. So I did this breathing exercise before.
Okay. In the COVID. So I guess, guys, if you can hear me, do comment me. Do comment. I guess Vishnu has some internet problem, and this is one of the key reason why I always mention that always give the exam in the center. Just imagine if you had the same issue in the real exam, how that would have put you in the frame. So this is very important to understand that internet is one of the thing that in Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, especially in these areas, it goes up and
Yes.
down. Yes, Vishnu. So that
Am I
Vishnu,
audible now? Yes.
yes, you are audible now. You are better audible.
This is
I was saying this. This was the reason why we didn't give exam in home. Why we traveled for 8 hours.
yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
The same thing.
Yes,
I
Vishnu.
I just want to recommend everyone. Like even if your internet is good, even if your internet is good, you are comfortable. Still, it's recommended to go to the center and give the exam with a peace of mind, because you don't have to think a lot of things on this. As you told, no, it's a totally mind game. So just do your exam. Don't think for other things.
Don't think for other things. Do your exam. Give your best. Okay. So let's talk about more about the last. Like the questions were from which domain that made so much problem.
Actually, stakeholder and communication. And as you told, it was related to team.
The
So
entire the
team,
entire
stakeholder,
exam
and
the entire
communication.
exam domain was more towards team, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I totally understand that. I
And
totally get it how it is related to team. And for everyone watching today, I'm gonna release Journey of Team book, like the chapter of team. So if you want, do tell me. I'm gonna put it there. I'm after this. I'm gonna also make a video for that. So I will share that with you. Do get that book also. It's
yes.
important. And do watch Journey of Team. How those that final push course did it help? Did you like it?
Pardon, repeat, sir.
The final push
It's not
course,
audible.
the one I shared with you, in which I put all journeys in a list. Did you like them?
That don't that don't I think that the final push, it was means
All
putting
journeys with
everything in a single pipeline. Like, yes, like everything is in the pipeline. You just enter from one end and you will get through the others.
so that
Like,
that
it's
final
in the streamline.
you yeah you do if you have 2 3 days in the last in the exam. So do you recommend that I should give it to other students just so that they can get the same idea about that? So that is an important thing to understand, the how, like what to do in the last few days and how to work in that area. I guess again your internet had some issue. So guys, just see how much your internet today. My internet is good, but often it had problems. And recently my wife did PMI ACP. So we had a conversation. There were centers were not open. We had to travel a little bit for the center, and we were thinking to give exam here in home. Although my internet is excellent, but again, this issue needs to be taken care of. This issue needs to be taken care of in the positive way. How you can tackle it? So this is very important thing in your PMP exam. Let's talk a little bit about PMP exam. Now, PMP exam is becoming more and more towards team topic. Vishnu is basically my 201 certified PMP. Today we have Madhvan and one other PMP. So I have 203 PMP so far. Last 60 PMP, last 60 PMP shared the same thing with me, and that is that team. If I put people area, so stakeholder communication resource, stakeholder communication resource, this is becoming more and more important domain. This is becoming more and more important area in the context how you can work on. So if you are preparing for a PMP exam, do work with that team topic, do work with that, because as Vishnu was saying, the entire exam 60 to Vishnu, can we say that 60 to 70% of the exam was team?
It's like 60%. Yes, 60%.
And any formula question?
No, some some quality matrix questions were there. Some SPI some SPI CPI questions were there. Easier questions was there. That were a
Okay.
little bit easier. Direct questions.
Critical,
Mm,
no critical path question. Okay.
no,
And
no, no.
what about procurement, quality, and risk? How many questions were there?
Well, like it's average. Like procurement, some change. Yes, change questions were little bit more. Change
Okay.
was more. Risk was also there.
So again,
Quality are very few.
journey, like along with the journey of team, if I put it in the context, journey of people, like team, stakeholder communication, and journey of change request. These are like key of the PMP exam, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Mhm. Okay, okay, I totally get it.
And
Okay, what else?
and like that matches two table matches were there, but it was direct questions, like very easy, like it was straightforward. Two matches were there, so it was easy. And
Okay,
as I told, that the first two sessions was the some direct questions were there, so I didn't find any difficulties for the first two sessions. And
okay,
like as you told, I did the same thing, like the last line, because for the last session, no, it was three liner, four liners questions were there. As you told, it's a servant leadership mentality that was helped me the last session, because a lot of questions I just clicked the answer, like reading the last line, even for the starting also. I don't know whether I did the right or not, but even the first question, like 121 question also, I did the same thing, reading the last line, go to the answer. After,
okay, okay. Could continue, please
after
continue.
yes, yes, after giving the answer, like what I did, I just read the last line, give the answer. After giving the answer, I just go to the reading the questions, whether I did the right thing or not. So I did for four to five questions, I did like this. I read the last line and give the answer.
You did the
I
last
think
line
it
and
was, yes.
yeah. Okay, okay. I totally get it, Vishnu. Okay, Vishnu, your final advice to all PMT aspirant. How to prepare for PMP exam?
First, like all the models, like what is given from the day one, or like for the batch program, like all these courses, you finish it up, then I think whatever you understand, then do the mocks with root cause.
Root
That's it.
cause. Yes, I was gonna put
Yes,
it. You are saying mocks, mocks, mocks. Yes, mocks are important, but root cause
mocks
is more
with
important.
root cause.
Now, Vishnu,
Even yesterday also,
yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Yesterday also.
yes, yesterday also, when that Manoj, he was asking me like how to do, like people are starting asking how to do and those things. So I told for one questions, if you do for the root cause, then actually you are doing four questions. So 180 questions means 180 into 4. So like root making root cause means one mock you are giving four mocks, because each
One
four
mocks.
options you have to read it. You have to read four options, like the four options are the four different questions and four different answers. If you read assumption log, you read risk register, you have to read the issue log, you have to read the project charter. So everything you have to read. So you have to learn from the one question, you have to learn four things. So in 180 questions, you can learn 180 into four types. So four mocks in one
One
mocks you can do with the root cause analysis.
with the root cause. I totally understand that. I totally like. I'm a big favor of root cause. I keep on saying doing the mock is one thing. Doing the root cause is more important thing.
Yes.
So Vishnu, finally, last three things. And the most important thing, as Deepak did for you, other people did for you, each one teach one. We have many people in our group, and our goal is to get 365 PMP by end
Yes.
of 31st December. So let's try to do that. Each one teach one. Second thing, I would like you to
Definitely.
write PMP. write PMP questions and exam like question, not the real question. We are not allowed to share that. Exam like question so that we can learn. And final thing, yeah, you worked very hard, very hard. As you were saying, now my family is happy. So now this is the time to celebrate with your family.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you very much. And thank you for choosing us.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.